Hello and happy Friday. Happy July, everyone. Welcome to our Million Mom Movement weekly Zoom. I come to you from my kitchen, which is a little bit different today. We have something really exciting in store, and we're going to have to actually make an abbreviated call because we have a very big kickoff for this month ahead. So we have so many wonderful things for this month happening, and we all want everyone in our community to make sure that they move to that kickoff that happens right after this call on this link. So July has begun, the heat is on, and we're all in our kitchens with our kids. Maybe they are home or in camps, but I know for one, I'm in my kitchen a lot with my children. So my name is Carmela Velarde. I am one of the council members in the Million Mom Movement, along with Taz Ferreira and Naiva Flore, and Stephanie Donna is our chair. We are the council, and today we wanted to come with some healthy summer snacks, hacks, whatever you want to call it. We are in our kitchen, and we are so excited to bring to you this really incredible list of recipes. So take notes, definitely watch the replay. We are going to be creating a blog. So I'm putting it out there in the beginning so that there are going to probably be many questions in the chat saying, what was that? What ingredient was that? Well, that's what we want you to ask. So that's a good thing. So what is in our food? So to ground us all, the Million Mom Movement has been really coming to you every week with content specifically to help our families eat cleaner, eat greener. It takes one home to affect many, and we know that we'll start from ourselves to affect 10 families and 100 communities to make it 1 million. And so please invite a friend to the next Zoom. And we all began really because we were concerned mama bears in our homes. We know that we are providing the nutrition education for our families. The caregivers are the ones we need to pour into. So thank you so much for taking the time today to be with us in our community as we are growing. I would love to pass the mic over to Taz Ferreira, who is going to share the pledge and the intention with which we hold our community.
Thank you so much, Carm. Well, I love what you said, one home to affect many, and it's one vision to create a mission. And this is how we share the mission forward, right? Through the pledge. And this pledge can be found on our Purium app, and you can just copy it and share it to every single person that you know. And it's found on our website as well. So you go to millionmommovement.info and go to movement and scroll all the way down as Carmela is showing us right now. And right here, there you go. And you can even, you can save it and you can share it with every single person you meet. And what I love doing is printing it out and sharing with teachers, caregivers, daycare workers, psychologists, every single person around us. So they understand that we actually live this, we believe in this pledge. This is how we live, and this is how we are passing this mission forward. Shall we read it together?
We shall.
Okay.
We shall.
I pledge to defend the health of myself and my family. I pledge to choose organic foods that are minimally processed and free of man-made ingredients. I pledge to read labels and educate myself on all aspects of clean living.
I understand
That my actions today will positively impact the health and environment of future generations. I am committed to sharing this movement of many. I am the Million Mom Movement. And as you can see, MOM is highlighted in caps, meaning this is a movement of many. It's not just for mamas, it's for caregivers, it's for dads, it's for men, it's for every single person, right? If you feel called to this mission, this is one way that you can share it forward. And also bringing people onto our call, because we are a collective, kind-hearted team of mission-based people that we want to show you how this can be simple, how we can simplify cooking and sharing this movement forward. And I almost forgot to say this. Happy Canada Day. So I'm from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. And this movement has actually allowed my family and myself to uproot ourselves and move to Miami, Florida. And today is Canada Day. So we're celebrating with you. We've created all these goodies, all these healthy foods, hacks to share with you. Okay, back to you, Carm.
Thanks so much, Taz and Lucho, and so much, Kiara. I really appreciate hearing your voices because that's what it's all about. It's community. We gather here today because we all know that with community, we all can thrive. And with this pledge, please do share it on. So we have a new segment for the Million Mom Movement that's called In the News. And I wanted to highlight something that is very relevant, I think, current in our community that we should all take a look at. Let me go back to sharing my screen. So, as you know, the organic superfood company that is connected to the Million Mom Movement, where many of us are brand partners, or many of us are consumers, we're concerned individuals, conscious consumers, looking at reading the labels and understanding what ingredients could be inflammatory, could be triggering disease response. So in the PR Newswire, this was just as of 2 days ago, the natural protein powder market is cited to reach $2.81 billion globally, guys. Is that something? That's a lot of people drinking protein powders. It makes me think, wow, has the world really gone into supplementation? And do they really understand that we need more than what is in our food because our food isn't supplying enough nutrients? And so this is very interesting to me because globally by 2025, okay, but the growth to originate is mostly from North America, 32%. So the question is, do you know what's in your supplements, right? The natural protein market from 2021 to 2025, this is the scope. There's a huge market and there's a big trend happening. So I know that you're here because you already know a little bit about the organic superfood manufacturing company that we all originate from. But take a closer look at all of our manufacturing principles. Do they have excipients, irradiated ingredients, artificial sugars, sweeteners, preservatives? You're going to find that we are very pristine. And this is the reason why also our plant-based proteins are so effective with getting people to accelerated results because the purity of the products. So when we're talking about a market that's growing this large so fast and everyone's wanting convenience, I'm going to drop it in the chat right now. Hang on a moment so you can research it yourself on your own. It's a topic that I think all of us should be aware of, especially if you are a health coach with the company Purium. This is where we can speak value into what it is that we have, this versus that, right? As a health coach, it's our due diligence, it's our responsibility to educate about individual ingredients and what may not be very healthy, and in fact, it would be harmful for our body. So I'm going to pass the word now on to Naiva Flora. We have another beautiful segment we are continuing on. If you recall, we had interviewed from the Detox Project, the founder of the nonprofit, and we are continuing what's called the MMM-CTA, which is MMM Call to Action. So Naiva, would you help us out and share a little bit about which company are we focusing on this week?
Hey everyone, thank you so much, Carmela, for having a slight baby meltdown over here because we have all these yummy snacks out and she just wants to get into them. So there's so many different brands out there that contain glyphosate in them. And we realize that we've been so broad in the past of just asking you to go to different pages and just shout from the rooftops. And so we want to just start naming one brand at a time that we can all go out there, go to their Instagram page, ask them if they know that the ingredient glyphosate is within their product, and start to educate the people that are manning those social media platforms and maybe bring light to it for them and for the other people that are looking at those pages. So the first one, and one of the ones that, you know, I've used forever and I thought it was a good brand, is Annie's. I'm curious how many of you still maybe even use the Annie's mac and cheese or their little crackers that they have and the different snacks that they have for kids. They have so many great options, except for we now know that those options, many of them contain glyphosate. And so we'd like to encourage you to go to their pages on Instagram, to the Annie's page on Instagram, and to start letting them know and asking questions and letting them know that you're concerned and that if they don't stop putting these toxic ingredients in our snacks, that we won't purchase them for our children. So we do have the purchasing power, and we are the consumers. And so go out there, be loud, be proud, and share the knowledge with others that you know.
Thank you so much, Naiva. So every week we're going to be highlighting which specific brand that you can go onto their Instagram. So call to action, guys. We're a Million Mom Movement community, which means we are the activism arm within the company Purium. So we want you to act and share what you're doing. So if you're looking for something to share as far as content goes, this would be one of them. So I'm going to pass the mic now. I'm really excited to get into the meat or vegan meat of the call. So we're going to move over to Taz Ferreira in Florida with Lucho and Kiara assisting. Now, what do you have for us today, Taz, in your kitchen?
Oh my God. So we're stocked. Okay. So this is where the kids are here and they're all excited. They're gonna eat. They're like, can we? I'm like, no, after the call. Okay. So they're starving and they're waiting.
They look so good.
Yes.
To eat them.
Yes, I know. Kids, calm down. Okay. So as I mentioned, Happy Canada Day, right? And we are launching this summer kickoff of food, of highly nutritious food. So when I think of summer food, you know what I think of? We're doing barbecues, we're going to the parks, and what does that have? All of this grass, right? And what's sprayed on those grass?
Glyphosate.
Exactly. Roundup and glyphosate. When I went to a festival the other day, it was an outdoor vegan festival. I came back with a rash all over my face. And it turns out because the grounds were sprayed. Even though I was eating healthy, you have to look further. So always think of that, right? So this is what I'm going to show you. How I thought of, let's pack in the nutrients into the food. So then when you're out at the park, you don't have to worry. You don't have to worry about everything around you. And you are getting the high nutrients for your kids, for your family, and biomedics is included and inside everything as well. So shall I kick off with these ones?
Yes.
Okay, so I made these brownie bites. Okay, so this is what it looks like. They're little like bonbons.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it looks like little chocolate bonbons, and inside we stuffed it with, well, no, it's the brownie bites. And the brownie bites is coconut flour, coconut sugar, almond flour, and Epigenius. Okay, Epigenius. I'm going to post all the recipes in the Million Mom Movement Facebook page after, so you guys can go back to that and you can try it, and super, super easy. So what I like to do, I don't like baking so much during the summer. I like looking at raw ingredients and things that you can just put in the fridge. And when you have company over, you just take it out of the fridge and you're ready to go. So we have these, and I just coated them in some raw cacao. Delicious, right? Okay, you guys can have some. Yeah, they've been waiting.
So good though. Like, look how good these look. And I
Right?
personally made them
Yes.
majorly myself. So
And then this way, you don't have to worry so much what the kids are eating when they're at these festivals at summertime. You can just tell them have a bonbon, right? Because in that it's packed with all of your greens, your biomedics in there, everything is in there. So for me, it takes all the guesswork out. I think of the kids every single time I go to these events. I'm like, what are they going to eat? Are they going to like it? Don't worry. So here's a second ingredient. So I love dates. Dates are something that's a little pick me up if I'm feeling exhausted. I have a date. I get that sweetness and I get the fiber and I get all of the minerals. This is what we need to look at. How much minerals can we pack into the food? Because we need the minerals, right? Especially when it gets hot outside, our body needs extra minerals. So I get dates, the Mijol dates, and I opened them up and I stuffed it. So you know what I use for the protein bites? I just changed it up now. Now I use the MVP family, but you could use anything. You could use our coffee protein. You could use a chai. You could use the matcha. You could use anyone. Use the same recipe, just switch it out. So we stuffed it inside of the date and we coated it in chocolate. So this is what it looks like. Do you remember those turtles? You know, those turtles we used to eat as a kid? And I used to eat them. They don't have that, but I used to eat these horrible chocolates, okay? And this one reminds me of that. So do you see how they're like stuffed? And so delicious. Do you want to try?
Yes, please. Okay. Another close up. Oh, that's really good. Okay, relax. Okay, let's try. This is why I love dates.
And
They're super healthy for you. And it's like, it's sweet.
right?
It's amazing.
It's like a caramel too, right?
And you can make it into a caramel.
Yes. That's right.
Chocolate covered, anything chocolate covered, I would eat. Like if it's healthy and it's made with Purine products and
Yeah.
it's chocolate covered, I
Yeah.
would eat it.
Exactly. We just soup them up, right? We just add superfoods to all of them. Okay, the next ingredient. All right. Okay, my mom's gonna be upset with me with this because we got a call that to avoid all strawberries. Did you guys get this call from your parents to avoid all strawberries because of the whole hepatitis scare? So I forgot and I got it yesterday because I'm like, it's organic, it's fine. But I know, I hope she's not watching because we bought strawberries, okay? And the kids love chocolate covered strawberries. Okay, so this is what we have here. I could have like add some hemp seeds on it, add some cacao nibs. There's so many things you can add to it, but my kids didn't want anything else. So I just saved them plain like this. But there's a secret ingredient to these chocolate covered strawberries. You guys know what it is? Barley grass. We melted the chocolate and we added barley grass. And guys, try it. Tell me, do you taste anything? What's it taste like?
Okay. I'm gonna be like those people. I'm gonna be like
Okay, I'm gonna keep going.
I'm gonna be like those people on those like chef shows, okay? So the one as soon as you bite into it, you feel the texture of the strawberry, you feel the sweetness, but it's very refreshing because like strawberries are super refreshing. I do not taste the barley grass, but I love how it's hidden in there, so it's still there. So if like your kid, let's say, doesn't want to have the barley grass, just put it in this. Like I don't even taste it, but it's there. And
Anytime you have a chocolate recipe, throw in some barley grass. The kids would have no idea, and they're getting all of their nutrients in that. It makes me really happy when I make food that are disguised and they don't know. And even besides my kids, their friends come and they pop it in. They're like, this is delicious. And I'm like, yeah, I do know what's in there. I'm like, it's so much protein, that's so much nutrients. You're getting all your greens. And I'm secretly super happy.
Can I have it?
Yes, go ahead. And of course, Lucho, what are we going to be talking about?
We're gonna be talking about chocolate donuts.
Donuts. Okay, so my family loves donuts, okay? And you guys know, so I recently moved to Miami, right? So I don't have all of my molds, of my donut molds. But what I do have, I have a bag that I put in all the batter. I just piped it. I just piped it and I made donuts. This was super simple. I'll post it as well, showing you guys how to do it. We just made simple recipes, and then on top, white chocolate and matcha protein. How simple was that? And this is what I'm showing you guys. You can interchange all of these frostings. It could be the chai protein. You could use the MVP family. You could use the Epigenius. I found a clean white chocolate. Okay, finding a clean white chocolate is very hard because they all usually have some sneaky ingredients that I don't approve of, but I found one I do like. Do you want to get it? It's in the drawer.
Okay. Be right back.
I found one that I do like, and it's clean, and I added a matcha protein. Super simple. Very good. Yes. So let me show you which one I used. I use the Keto White from Evolve. Okay. And these ingredients are organic cashews, organic cacao butter, organic Jerusalem artichoke fiber, organic monk fruit, and organic vanilla bean. Isn't that amazing? So simple.
And look how amazing these donuts all look.
Yeah.
Like, it's not perfectly glazed. It's not gonna be perfectly glazed, but it tastes amazing. And this is it's made with the white chocolate we just showed and the matcha.
Yes.
Matcha.
The mashup coffee protein.
Exactly, the matcha coffee protein.
And you know what? Your kids are going to be having all the protein as well, because when it's summertime, they're snacking on probably not the best food, but now you know they're going to have their full amount of protein, all of their nutrients, and it takes the guesswork out of worrying. What did you guys eat? Did you guys eat enough? I don't know. I'm that mom who's always like, did you guys eat enough? Are you still hungry? Why are you still hungry? But now I don't have to worry about that. I'm like, okay, just have one of these brownie bites.
Mama, can I have this?
Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Another one of my favorite. I have to talk a little bit about savory foods. Okay. Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts are our favorite. Okay. These are our Brussels sprouts, how we make them. And we top them with apothecary. So apothecary is not just for nighttime. It's for anytime. So what we do is that we take it and we just drizzle it. We just drizzle it. And
Mama,
And we like
It's
to
okay.
spill it.
That's okay.
So,
It's how I roll. And we just drizzle it on top of it. And that's it. It's a great summertime treat. You can make this in advance. What I like to do in the summer is prep. You can make this in advance, put it in the fridge. Don't worry about it. Doesn't matter how many people will come. You don't need to worry. Okay. So we have that. And now let's talk about salad. Okay. So I made a salad this morning. Can you guys see it? So a superfood salad. This is arugula. I love using arugula in the summer. It's so fresh and delicious, but not everyone likes arugula. It's very peppery, right? So I've come up with a solution to loving arugula. If you don't love arugula, try this recipe. So you guys know I'm oil-free. I don't use oil in my salad dressings, but it doesn't mean that I don't have flavor. I need tons of flavor in my salad dressing. So I added lime. Lime is the key for arugula. Lime, broccoli sprouts, and of course, apothecary. I added apothecary and another secret ingredient, cumin. Cumin in your salad is delicious. So I added all of those and I mixed it up with some garlic and onion powder. Did you guys like a salad today?
it was so good. And even like the dressing that she made is the best dressing. What was this type of dressing again? It was apothecary, of
Yeah.
course. That's like the number one ingredient for
Yes.
anything that we make. It's always somehow we put in apothecary.
Right.
Like we always fit in how to put apothecary on
Yeah.
our salads, on I mean, I don't know if it would be good on pasta.
Maybe not pasta.
Maybe not pasta.
Yeah.
It should be good though. But anyways.
Okay. Now, this is their favorite. So now we're at the pièce de résistance.
we have apothecary. But one thing, why was not good enough? Because it's Jello.
Yes. Okay. So this is a fun treat. All of these things are fun treats. These are a great way to, make summertime fun. You don't want to just be drinking juices all the time. I mean, like it can work for us, but with the kids and with the families, not so much, right? So this is the apothecary Jello. Of course, fully vegan. I use agar, and so easy. So you can make it in these little shot glasses and lay them out.
It looks so good. And apothecary literally goes with anything.
Right. And you know what I love? It's the apothecary is not a sleeping pill. Because we always say at the end of the nighttime, you have the apothecary. You can have it at any single moment of your day. This regulates your melatonin levels naturally, all of your antioxidants. So this is super important, especially during the summer. You want to have all your minerals, all your antioxidants, and just adding 3-4 of these superfoods, I mean, it will make such a difference on your blood sugar level, your energy levels. I mean, how much you can handle of the whole day. So I know we have so many more recipes to get to, so I'm going to pass it to you, Carmela, and we will go on to, oh no, Naiva is next. Okay, Naiva, I can't wait to see your recipes.
Oh my gosh, that was so wonderful. Thank you so much for all of that. So I have a few savory recipes, but first I'll share a little bit of a sweet recipe with you. So I'm curious, how do you all cut your watermelon? Because when I cut it, the kids have these beautiful little watermelon sticks to hold on to. So what we prepared today, so how I did that, I cut the watermelon in half, and then I cut the top off, and then I peel the whole watermelon, and then I just cut it one way and I cut it the other way. And then you end up with all these beautiful little squares that kids' fingers can hold on to. And it's way less messy. You don't have rinds all over the place, getting thrown all over the yard and all that fun stuff. So what I have here is a juice bar in a bag, plus the Power Shake. And the kids were in here earlier having a whole lot of fun with this. And then now they've all ran away and went downstairs. So I'll show you. This is the Aloe Digest. And remember when my mom didn't get me those fun sticks or whatever they're called as kids, because they're just chemical sugars and whatever, but they're like little pretzel sticks and a powder of sugar and flavor. And so this is the same idea, but it's natural. You're using watermelon and you're using all these delicious flavors. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Watermelon with Aloe Digest, watermelon with Power Shake. So I've been eating these with the kids all morning. They're all delicious. You can see we already have played around with the colors, and if they come back, I'll let them sample it for you. But it's a really easy, fun treat for the kids. You can use whatever flavor you have from the juice bar in a bag, or all of them combined like I did on this plate. So that's a whole lot of fun. The other thing that I created last night was a really yummy seed cheese. So I actually posted this recipe in our Million Mom Movement official group. And you can use any kind of seed as your base. For this one, I used pumpkin seeds. You can also, I've used sunflower seeds, I've used hemp hulls. You can also mix them to create more texture. And the idea is that you don't grind it till it's, you don't blend it till it's smooth like hummus. You just blend it till you have kind of a coarse blend going on. So for seed cheese, what I do is I soak the seeds overnight or for at least a few hours, and then you put them in the blender with lemon and salt and whatever spices you like, and you blend it. So this one has cilantro and pumpkin seeds, so it's absolutely delicious. And let's see, and I have all these yummy. You can eat it with celery. You can eat it with bell peppers, right? So lots of colorful things here to make this yummy bowl. So this is my seed cheese. What I like about seed cheeses is that you can leave them, you can eat them fresh, or you can put them in the fridge for 2 to 3 days and let them start to ferment. And that's when I really like them. It's a desired flavor, but if you like fermented foods, it really is, you know, it enhances the enzymes in the seeds and the probiotics, and it's really easy to digest, and it's delicious, and you can eat it with all your different vegetables. So it's something that I love to make during the transformation, to have on hand as a quick, easy grab, delicious sauce to put, you know, eat with my veggies or put on a salad, however that happens. And then I know some of you were at the Diamond Club last month and you tried some of our hummuses. So I recreated our hummuses again. And this time I didn't yet put the superfoods in them because I wanted you to be able to be here with me, and we'll do it together. So I grabbed the wrong one. Barley green juice. So there's a basic hummus recipe. It's in the Million Mom Movement official, the millionmommovement.info recipe page, and you can find the hummus recipes there. And this one, we add barley greens juice to it. So it's a really basic, yummy recipe for hummus. And then you can just add the barley greens juice, and it turns it a really beautiful green color. And it also adds all the nutrients from the barley greens. So there's a really great way that you can get the kids to eat greens, get those veggies into them. And it really doesn't change the flavor, but it changes the color, and it still tastes absolutely delicious. So that's one option. And the other option that we made at Diamond Club was with Can't Beat This. So I made a second one here. And let me see if I can work with my camera skills to get it where you can see it. So here's the second hummus. Again, I'm going to get some Can't Beat This. put it in here, and it's gonna change it to a really beautiful pink color. It gives a little bit of a sweetness because it is garlicky hummus. So it gives it just that little bit of sweetness, turns it so delicious. And now I have a pink hummus with the Can't Beat This, which is absolutely delicious. It's so easy to make. The kids love it, the adults love it. It's a great thing to bring to a barbecue as a healthy snack with your, your veggie platter. And then I had an idea for back to the seed cheese. I forgot that I've never done this before, but an idea that I had is to add the more greens to it, because the more greens has probiotics in it and will only enhance the probiotics, the activation of the fermentation in this spread. So I'm going to add this. This is a first time, but I'm going to add more greens to this dip. And I know it's going to be absolutely delicious. It's going to enhance the flavors and add a bunch more nutrients as well as more probiotics and enzymes to my mix. And just like that, fresh and ready to go. So handing it back over to you, Carmela.
I think I caught the baton, Naiva. Wow, that was amazing. I love going into your kitchens. So yes, thank you for bringing us back even to the hummus, because I'd made it twice since that event that we were all at back home. So delicious. And Taz, I just love that your kids' reactions tell everything about truly the texture, the flavor, because we all know kids can be very picky. So I brought down one of my pickiest eaters, and literally everything that we have. I have 5 recipes, guys. So let's go. First one is a watermelon vanilla cake with kiwi and strawberry with homemade whipped cream. Okay, I'm just gonna be honest. So I'm not 100% vegan. And what I do is I look for recipes that I can make healthy, right? And then use all the ingredients in our cabinet, and what can I whip up? So my kids' birthdays come around and I'm like, I am not buying a cake. That is 100% for sure. So I want to put it out there. This is the very first thing. So this is a vanilla cake, 2 tablespoons Madagascar vanilla, 5.5 tablespoons MVP Sport vanilla, 2 tablespoons rice bran solubles, 4 large eggs. So I do use eggs, but you could replace it with just eggs or something else that you might use. I do cook with oil. It is avocado oil, Himalayan salt, dairy-free milk, raw honey, organic coconut flour, 3 tablespoons baking soda, green kiwi and strawberries. I soaked them in biofruit. So I soaked the strawberries and raspberries in biofruit, and the cake is amazing. I want her to try it because truly she will not lie about flavor, texture, and taste. She's 100% honest. And I've made some bad ones in the past, right? That's what we do as cooks. We experiment, we try our best. But we found this recipe and we're like, and this is the one that I had made for my son's birthday. And it looks like a watermelon. So how do we incorporate more superfoods, right? So the next one is, I went a little savory. I went into, not really savory. This is a salad, summer salad. I have a apothecary vinaigrette. In it is Dijon mustard, salt, pepper, honey, garlic, crushed garlic. And I'm going to be putting this on top of heirloom tomatoes. I grilled peaches. So I know it's 4th of July and a lot of us love grilling. Well, these peaches, oh my goodness, guys. Grilled peaches, mint, basil, heirloom tomatoes. This is the organic cashew mozzarella cheese that I use from Mykonos. When you put it with this and drizzle the apothecary vinaigrette on top of it, wow. There is also finely diced red onion. So my kids also cannot wait till this is over because they're all going to chow down in just a minute because it's an array. I wanted to really provide you an array of options that we in our home truly are like dying to dig into. The third thing, and this was a hit, this is a slam dunk in our house. I want to share this on a blog. And it's the first time I'd made it, but I had seen key lime pie balls. Now, the taste and the tanginess of the the lime with a rind, 4 lime rinds and 4 lime rind, the juice and the rind of 4, 15 dates, 5.5 tablespoons of MVP Sport vanilla, 2 tablespoons caramel apple daily fiber, 5.5 tablespoons of almond flour, or you can replace it out for cashew if you want to soak them and blend them. Tropic oil, 2 tablespoons, 2 droppers ionic elements, 3.5 cups of shredded coconut flakes. You can opt to do maple syrup or not, but I tell you, the simplicity of the taste of it, it's so tangy and delicious. Everyone, when they tried this, were like, wow, we're gonna make this again.
These are my favorite. I love these.
And we've made a lot of balls in our house, and the kids love to laugh at that, but we made a lot of balls in our home. And this one for the summertime, the refreshingness of the rind of the lime, and there's so much goodness. It fills you up. Like Taz had said, you know, you go to these events where you just can't eat anything, but you can pack these. They're so simple. Okay, and the next one, the fourth one rather. Oh, okay. This is awesome. I'm really excited about this. So I make my own yogurt. I could buy my own coconut yogurt. Sure, it's $5 a little pint, or you could just make it on your own with coconut milk and our advanced probiotics. So I have always a little cheesecloth jar going, and you just put it and let it sit. That's it. And so what I did, I froze it for summertime. I put it with Can't Beat This. The Can't Beat This is delicious, but I put a touch of lemon, a little honey, a touch of vanilla. Then as it was freezing, I dropped in a raspberry, a strawberry, and Brazil nuts. And Brazil nuts are really key because they also help to fight inflammation, because it's a very strong antioxidant, but it also is a heavy metal detoxer, high in selenium, and very good for the thyroid. So I'm always trying to find little ingredients here for the snacks. And what's really good, with the watermelon vanilla cake that I made, I whipped my own cream. It's really simple. And then what I love is I take one of these little cups, which are so easy to serve at a party. If you have a party happening in your home, which I do every day because I have 5 mouths to feed, it's a party. And you put a little bit of a dollop of this homemade whipped cream and eat it. Oh my God. So the nuts, the coldness, the tanginess. Now, we all know we need to eat as many enzymes as possible in all of our foods. And this is ways we can really get it in. And freezing things all summer long, that's what the kids want, right? But what are they buying? Welch's, right? They're these organic, yucky juice products. Well, we definitely opted to get this silicone popsicle maker. And we were like, we are going to town this summer because we have so many great things. I love this one, by the way, because it does have the wooden handles. So you pull it up. Katana got into this box that we received immediately, and she made her own pureed watermelon with honey. That she was the first tester. But then I took the frozen coconut yogurt, we Can't Beat This, that I had, and then I added parfait. So it's a parfait. The first level is that, the Can't Beat This coconut yogurt with the honey lemon and the slightly vanilla extract. But then I had another layer of pureed watermelon, apothecary, and aloe digest. And so together, it's been here for a little bit, which we need to eat really quickly. But look at that. It's just delicious. You've got 2 layers of goodness. And you know it's so much more fun this way when you have 2. And why not, right? So the last thing I want to share is, and I know a lot of you guys who have kids have YouTube addicted kids. Well, what I did love was how creative these YouTubers are with their pancake art, right? Pancake art. I was like, okay. Steph Dawn turned me on to this really wonderful baking pan line. Very expensive wine, by the way, but it is specific for those who really want to detox from heavy metals. So I bought one. It's about $550 for the pan. So I'm not going to use those griddles that have the Teflon. So just be aware also that we're also eating what we're cooking on. So I want to really emphasize that. I don't use oils for my pancakes. So we had a lot of fun. So we use Juice Bar in the bag. So the green, we use Green Spectrum Lemon. You want to help me with this, Katana? Green Spectrum Lemon. Orange carrot juice powder, yellow cocoa hydrate, red can't beat this. It really helps to have these little pointers, right? But we did have ones, the ones where you have like this that are for fill-ins are really helpful because once you get the art on, you got to get the back of it. So we have one that squirts the back so that we can flip it with ease because trust me, we've tried a lot of times to get it right and we want the flavor to be right, but you get the flavor of the superfoods in each of the colors. So red is can't beat this. The black we made with pureed blueberries and MVP family. It was chocolate blueberry, guys. It tasted great. And then the blue were blueberries pureed plus biofruit. It didn't come so well. So we went to the store and there's another option. I know we're all trying to do our best, right? But there's a no artificial food dye coloring called Watson's. And so we just had to find a blue because we were really trying to make art. So that's the only color we use from the palette, but we use Watson's. It is organic and it is derived from fruit. So we have so many things here. Oh, I didn't explain this whipped cream. Literally, it's so delicious. You could just eat it out of the bowl. You literally whip what was recommended was soy. So I tried instead coconut milk, coconut cream, and then refined coconut oil. And together, you just whip it with those really fun, like little gadgets, and poof, that's it. What do you have there, Taz? Can you share me something?
This is what I use for the blue coloring. It's Blue Magic. It's E3 Live, which is spirulina. It's a blue part of the spirulina. And it's a beautiful blue color that you can use if you're looking for any like blue coloring. Look at it. It's vibrant.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you for bringing that up. We discussed this, Taz, because I did not hear about Purium when I had her. This is in 2010, guys. So I actually only had found E3 Live. So she was built on E3 Live. Literally, she was built on E3 Live until I found Purium. And that's great. Yes, I needed to find that blue, that true blue, right from the earth. And Klamath Lake, Oregon, I mean, it is a pristine source. So if we're going to reference anything, I'm glad that you gave homage to that company as well. And another thing I just wanted to add was whenever you're working to build superfoods in any of your meals, CBD, guys, CBD, if you can get it where you don't have to adulterate the temperature, where it's raw, just spray it in. And especially if you can't taste it, right? CBD literally could be on anything. And yeah, do your best to not change the temperature. So with that, we're complete. Wow, we did it. We had a lot to share, and please definitely go to this as a replay on our YouTube channel, on the Million Mom Movement YouTube channel, and subscribe and share with your friends and family members that we have this channel that teaches you how to go from the standard American diet to the radically awesome diet with our Million Mom Movement vetting of recipes and so forth. So next week, we do health and wealth. So next week, Stephanie Dawn and I will be hosting a coaching call specifically on radical coaching with Steph and I. So stay tuned and we will see you next week. Have a wonderful 4th of July weekend, guys. And be very conscious of those grills because they have a lot of carcinogens that can be produced on our foods. So just minimize the black char if you can.
And happy Canada Day.
Okay.
Happy Canada Day. Would you
Everyone.
guys like to add anything else? Naiva, Taz, Kiara. Hi. Hello. The little man's here.
Thank you, everyone. We can't wait to see your recipes. Tag us in your posts.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you.